Hello everyone. We are at the Spools and Spokes event. We're here for 3 weekends in the last week in November and the first 2 weekends in December. We're in the Prairie Horizon Fresh Market in the Horizon Mall. We have 40 some motorcycles and 130 some quilts on display, and it's an interactive display. You can get up close and personal with your favorite machine. I'm standing beside a 1951 Vincent Black Shadow, provided by one of the collectors, part of our clubs in the Calgary area. Along with our display, we have our Italian racer. We have a Moto Gyro event each year in the cusp, and this is a bike that was prepared for that particular race, and it's all small displacement Italian bikes are preferred, but it's quite an event, and there's a closed course race at the end of the day. Included in our display is our two-stroke section, which is our 2 Suzukis. I've been promised to get the third of the series. There's a 380, 550, and 750. These are the 550 and 750. Continuing on with our display, we have our British section. We have a original 1969 BSA Rocket 3 and a 750 Norton Commando, and I don't know what age that is. Those are not my motorcycles, but here we have 2 old veterans from the British Isles, and there's a Raleigh, which is probably the only one in Canada, and an old BSA single. Along with the quilt in the background is a hand-done quilt of the Parrot. I can't imagine how many hours that would be to do that by hand. You were looking at a customized Kawasaki triple, which is on the local drag circuit by one of the club members, and he's apparently doing 9-second quarter miles on this bike now, and he has members that are doing in the 6 and 7 range as well. Interesting bike. I'd like to hear the sound. These bikes here are provided by the Ace High chapter of the Antique Motorcycle Club of America. We have a modern chopper, and we also have an original JD. I think this is 1926. Next we have a classic Harley-Davidson Indian. These are both 40s bikes, and they're provided by the Ace High Club as well, and I believe the owners ride these machines extensively. Here we have 4 motorcycles from the early 80s collection, and the feature here is the different engine configurations that Honda produced all in the same time period. I think they were showing us the engineering might of the corporation at the time. Next up is we have 2 from the ISDT segment. These bikes were specifically built for the International 6-Day Trials, which is now been changed to the International 6-Day Enduro. This is a one of 41 bike built in 1977, and this is a German Zundap that was built by the German company and was quite successful in motocross as well as in trials riding. Here we have 2 examples of 70s technology gone bad. These are Wankel engine motorcycles, and there's 1,700 of these built, and I'm not sure how many Suzukis are built, quite a few more, but Suzuki lost a lot of money on that machine. But they're quirky to look at and great to be part of. Our next section is the overhead cam Hondas, starting with the 750, 500, 400, and the single overhead cam twin CL350. These bikes changed motorcycling because they were fast for the day, they didn't leak oil, and they could easily be started. Okay, we have a couple of sections here with some more beautiful quilts, along with our Enduros. These are popular bikes in the 70s and 80s. They turned into adventure bikes today, but these are our Enduros from those days. This is a Road Toad, and we have some Suzukis and a Honda in those bikes. Roadworthy bikes, fun on the trails. Here we have a fine example of a 46 Indian Chief with a sidecar. A real challenge to get through the doors of the mall here, but we did it. And this bike alone should be worth a price to come down and visit us. Okay, here we have two barn finds. These are vintage machines, not very reliable, and they are as we found them, with the dirt on their ears.
Well, we're worth $1 million.
Here we have an example of an all-original 1961 Honda Super Cub, and it's all original state. It's owned by one of the old relics over there, and well worth a look to see what Honda was doing in 1961. To finish off the show, we're taking donations to the Veterans Association Food Bank. We'd love you to come down for the next 3 weekends from 11 until 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday.